What's up, guys? Welcome to Shifting Lanes. I'm back here in front of the Toyota Sequoia and the Toyota Tundra. I'm just gonna flip this around and let's just do a walk around of this all new Toyota Sequoia. This is the Capstone trim. So if you guys have any questions, put it down in the comments. I have not driven this yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I'll be driving this tomorrow, so make sure you tune in. But yeah, this is the Toyota Sequoia Capstone. It's based off of the same platform as the thing back there. That's the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. We'll look at both. We're gonna first start with the Toyota Sequoia. Hey John, Logan, what's going on, man? Yes, it does look so good. That's right, look at it. Three-row SUV. It's got this red fantastic color. This is the Capstone, so it's like the most expensive one you could get. It's like the luxury version. We'll look at it from the back. Yeah, this looks good. And we can actually jump in, start it, and so on. Hey Fernando, what's going on? Yeah, it is a really nice truck, and we'll jump into that Toyota Tundra as well. But for this one, we're gonna jump in the Toyota Sequoia Capstone. This has the I-Forcemax. So this has the 3.5 liter twin turbo engine that's also got a hybrid system. So this is making 437 horsepower, or I'll have to double check those figures, but let's just take a look at this first. Did you notice that? So when you open the door, you're right, John, it definitely gives off that Land Cruiser LX vibe. I mean, yeah, it looks good. And I've actually driven the LX 600. I'll have another video on that. And I think this is on the same platform. It's like the same size, and it definitely looks good. So let's get in. Here we are, so let's start this up. You can see this animation. See if we can get that in focus. By the way, it is super hot here in the Texas heat. Let's put this on auto. And by the way, this is a totally new interior. And if you guys have sat in an older Toyota, you probably don't recognize any of this. By the way, I apologize for the binging and bonging, but basically we've got some errors. This is a prototype vehicle, by the way, so there's some errors with the trailer brake and so on. But back to the infotainment system, look at this screen. This is a 14-inch touchscreen. Oh, by the way, Jared, is it a plug-in? No, it is not a plug-in hybrid. This is just a standard hybrid. But back to the infotainment system, 14 inches. Look at this pinch to zoom function. This is so much better than the older infotainment system. And I apologize if the screen is flickering, but it's normally very smooth. It's just the camera on the phone. But the layout of this infotainment is just so much more logical. You don't have to hunt through many different sub-menus, but I just love this so much. But look at this fully digital instrument cluster. See if you can focus on that. There you go. And there's different drive modes. So this is the drive mode dial, and you could just spin this. And if you look up here, you've got 6 different modes. First you've got eco. So this changes kind of like the engine tuning and so on. And you've got comfort. So it kind of softens the suspension. And then normal is just when you turn on the car, this is the mode that it operates in. And you got Sport S, so that kind of like livens up the engine and transmission. And you've got Sport S Plus, so that'll actually also firm up the suspension as well. And then you've got a custom mode where you could tweak a bunch of different things. But yeah, so that's the new screen on the Toyota Sequoia. It looks really good. The armrest here, pretty wide. This is the same as the Toyota Tundra. and we'll jump into that one. You've got your cup holders here. You've got your 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low transfer case switches, and then your trailer buttons, your camera view, so you could just push that and you get like a 360-degree view. This is a prototype vehicle, so there's something funky going on here with the cameras. But anyway, and then you've got your manual adjustment. You could change the height of the vehicle that way. So let's take a look at the back row. So this is a 3-row SUV, pretty big. Let's just jump to the side here. So when we open up the second row, or back door here, what I like is that you can actually just flip this seat with just one hand. Look at that. It's like some acrobatic action right there. Really easy. You've got some captain's chairs, and down here you've got like a center console. You could put your cup holders there, and I really like that there's a bunch of buttons on the center vent here, on the center console. You've got your heated and ventilated seats for the second row, which is pretty awesome, because that's you don't normally find ventilated seats on the back row. But yeah, you could tweak your temperature controls and so on and so forth. You've got some USB plugs. You've got your normal USB type A, and then you have your USB type C, and then you've got your 120 volt plug right over here. As for the seats, I believe this is leather. You've got that two-tone look, pretty cool. And how easy is it to get to the third row? All right, let's see if I can manage this. All right, let's just say I'm trying to get in, flip this up, look at that, jump right in. Oh, it's super easy. There it is. And is the third row comfortable? You know, I've got plenty of leg room right here, which is pretty cool, but it's I wouldn't say it's very comfortable, because like my knees are like way above my hip right now, so probably wouldn't want to sit here for very long, like on a long road trip. But if you've got kids, this is the perfect place for them to sit. And also you've got some vents here. You've got like a sunshade, which is nice. You've got vents up here, LED lights. And what I like about this, I'll step out for a second, is that if you can see here, there's a button here. So the third row is actually motorized. Now this is the Capstone, so it's like the top of the line, which means that all of these features are probably like extras, or extras for the other ones anyway. But yeah, there you go. You could raise and lower the seats for the third row, which is really cool. How awesome is that? And then once they're back there, you flip the second row down, and just flip this up, and you're set. Look at that. Now let's take a look at the back hatch and watch that step retract. There he goes. Back here you've got the Sequoia big lettering, and then we're just going to flip this up. Look at that. The third row is up, so there's really not much space back here. You've got a shelf that you could remove, and you could probably put like 2 check-in baggage, so that's not too bad. But you could always lower the third row. You could do that back here as well. So let's lower the right side first. Look at that. And then let's lower the left side. So once you lower that, you've got a lot more space here. And again, this shelf here you can actually remove if you want to. That's just to make it look a bit cleaner. But yeah, once you have the third row folded down, you can do a lot more stuff back there. So that's really cool. That is the Toyota Sequoia. And after this, we're gonna jump into the Tundra. But let me turn this off for a second. If you guys have any questions at any time, just let us know in the comments. so that we could try and answer. But let's turn this off. And then let's jump into the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. It is finished in this fantastic orange color. This is the top of the line TRD Pro, so it has the I-Forcemax engine as well, which is that 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6 and the hybrid system. And you can see that with the TRD Pro, it's got the special, this camo finish. I forgot what it's called, but it looks pretty cool. It does stick out. And this being the TRD Pro, you've got all the special suspension bits. You got the Fox shocks in the front and the rear. You've got the extra big sway bars. And you've got the all-terrain tires and really nice forged wheels. They're made by BBS. They are very good. But yeah, here's the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. We're gonna jump in a little bit, but we're just gonna take a look at the outside first. Again, more Fox shocks in the back. There you can see it, body on frame. And then here, if you look at the side here, there's a button. And when we push that, the tailgate comes down. We'll lift that back up. You got the TRD Pro on the back there, looks really good. And I love these lights, 3 vertical bars. Yeah, so let's jump right in. By the way, we are here in Toyota headquarters. We've got a bunch of different models in here. If you guys want to see any of them, they're unlocked, so I could jump in and I could start it. But I'm right here right now. I'm with the Tundra TRD Pro. So let's jump in. I think this looks a bit familiar, right? It looks like the Toyota Sequoia, or rather, the Toyota Sequoia looks like this. But yeah, they're on the same platform. Let's jump in. There's no special step that'll help you get up in here. You have to do it yourself. Let's start this up. And there's that startup animation. Very cool. Let's turn this way down because it is hot right now. And someone has left the sunroof open all the way. It is baking in here. Oh my God. Anyway, so I can see that some of the configuration is different here between the Tundra and the Sequoia. Like the cup holders is rotated 90 degrees. So, you know, I think that there's actually more usable space here, which is good. You've got the same like drive mode dial here. Of course, this has like a couple of extra things like multi-terrain select, crawl control, and then your tow modes. And here you've got your transfer case stuff. This is the TRD Pro, so there's some TRD badging on here. Special contrast trim on there, says TRD. You've got the same style switches, kind of like the same interface. You've got that same, I believe this is 14 inches, but again, awesome infotainment system. This is such a big improvement over the old one. I'm a big fan. And here we've got pretty big steering wheel and the fully digital instrument cluster. That looks really good. I apologize for it hunting the focus right there, but look at that. Again, if I switch the drive modes, this time there's only 3 different drive modes. There's Eco, there's Normal, and then there's Sport. So this doesn't have adaptive suspension, so that's why the suspension is not highlighted when you go into Sport. So, but the Fox shocks are really good. If you haven't driven on one yet, you should really try it out. They're super comfortable, and it's really great for that high-speed off-roading stuff, which is what this thing is basically built for. And then you've got that Toyota emblem right there. Looks really good. And then if you look at the back seat, more leather, It's got that digital camo. I think that's the word I was looking for. But yeah, TRD Pro. And I think one last thing that I wanted to mention about this is that, let me just turn this off. And I really want to thank you guys for watching all the way till the end here. But one little Easter egg I want to show you is that on both of the Sequoia and the Toyota Tundra, if you look over here, there's actually Morse code on the corner. And that translates to badass trucks. So there you have it. That is a badass truck indeed. That's the Toyota Tundra. And that is the Toyota Sequoia. I want to thank you guys so much for watching all the way till the end. If you want more information on any of these cars, make sure to check out the Shifting Lanes YouTube channel. There's going to be more information over there. Until then, I want to thank you so much again for watching. You'll probably see me going live in a little bit again because I may do other things with the other cars in this little headquarter place here. It is not so little because it is gigantic. But anyway, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.